Oh, you see what I do for you guys? I'm sitting in a wet fucking chair with a water puddle. Just got done raining like no tomorrow. Anywho, how the hell are you? It's good to fucking see you again. It's always a pleasure. Oh, I forgot my sunglasses on this cloudy, overcast day. Yes. And of course they're fogged up with the humidity and I can't see shit anymore. Can't see shit anyway. Anywho, enough bitching and moaning. The other day, American Donald Black, American Highlander, he sent me a message about some guy that's comparing the Benchmade to the Kershaw Iridium, whatever it is. Look it up. Yeah, the Benchmade is a little more. This one may be a little more too because it's a blue class and it has carbon fiber and all sorts of. We'll look at that later. But I says, huh. So I looked at the link and I said, that Iridium's a pretty spiffy knife. I already got a Bugout and an Osborne and a mini freak and a freak and a, not to be confused with a midget, you know, mini freak, midget. I'm gonna have to check that out. So I found one on DLT, or no, Knife Center, and I was like, huh, they wanted $64. Well, I have points with them. So Donald Black, he did a review on it. On his, he got one. I says, cool. He did a very nice review, very good review. He even mentioned me. Thank you, Donald Black. He said, you know, he gave me a shout out, you know, check out my video. This one, you know, he'll probably do better than I. Donald, you put out content. That's leaps and bounds ahead of what, you know, majority of the other ones put out. They don't put out shit. You put out content, and anybody that puts out content in my eyes, and you got to the point, you're right to the point, you're spot on, you didn't, you know, rant and ramble like I do. I don't even think you burped like I do. So I give you props, dude. You did good. And I like the review, and we need more of these knife reviews so, you know, people like me can make a decision. You helped out a lot. Well, I'll put a link to that and a link to this and a link to that and other links. And you can check those out if you want to. If not, then, oh well. Oh well. Sucks being you. Alright, I'm up. Can you tell I'm moving like fucking lightning? Oh. And yeah, always pack. Pack like you're going into a war zone. There's no tomorrow. Okay, here we go. I put my notes right here, because I forget. I don't need this hat. Alright, comes in a typical Kershaw box. This one's made in China. That's fine. I got a lot of Kershaws. I don't know how many, but a lot. And that's fine. And it's okay, so it's made in fucking China. Okay, so here's the Benchmade. We'll look at that later. That's the Bugout. Alright, it comes with a little bag and a little Kershaw scan for important information. Yeah, right. You know what? You scan that motherfucker, man, they get your phone number, they get your everything, and who knows what else they're taking out of your phone. You know, I don't scan shit. Anyway, so there's the Iridium. Iridium, yeah, I-R-I-D-I-U-M. That's enough I's, man. If you had to write that and dot your I's, you'd be dotting all day long. Alright, let's go back to my notes here. Closed. This thing, well, first of all, it was $64.95 is what I paid for it. And then after all this and all that and tax and shipping, and which I could have got free shipping if I put the code in there, but I wasn't paying attention. Closed is 4.5 inches. Overall, it is 7.9. Your blade is 3.4. It is a D2 steel. It's nicely done. DuraLock. Weight. Not weight as in weight, stop, come here. It's weight as in how much does it weigh. Okay, like a weigh station. Weight, 3.3 ounces. Backspacer is a bronze-anodized bronze. It looks like a burnt orange. It's pretty spiffy. I kind of like it. I'm not a fan of orange either, but I kind of like it. Alright, China Knife Center. I got it from Knife Center, okay? It's nice and smooth. It's not scary. It's something that you can, like, take to the office. It's not too overly huge. You got a nice lanyard hole. You don't have to sit there and, like, you're trying to thread something. You know, put a piece of rope through the eye of a needle. You can move the spacer on either side. Save the screws because you're going to need them for the other side. The screws are recessed. And it's a Torx bit, and Torx here, Torx there, or Torx stork. Okay. Pivots. You got a Torx over here to tighten it up if you need to tighten up, but you won't want to tighten this one up because of the spacer. Watch this. Wow. Open up quickly, man. Your spacer. I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. Anyway, and it's fidget drop proof. You can fidget all day long. Just make sure you get your fingers out of the way, because this bad boy is sharp. And my hair is even fucking, damp. It's damp, boy. Tell you it's sharp. Yeah, buddy. It's very comfortable. You got a little jimping right here and nothing else. No jimping anywhere else. But it's very comfortable. Ergonomics is neat. And I like this lock. It's just like you can just fidget all day long. I like that. That's cool. Yes, but very ergonomic. Has a partially deep pocket clip, about a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8. It's going to stick out on this thumb stud on both sides. And speaking of both sides, you know what? With that plunge lock on each side, you can do this left or right-handed. You can switch this over to the left side. This is an ambidextrous knife. Cool fucking beans, boy. I'm not quite sure what kind of bearings you got going on there, but they're very smooth. Very smooth. It comes open with a nice little flick. Locks in place. Centers up nicely. Nice little drop point. Speaking of the drop point, it also comes in a reverse Tonto you can buy, and it's the same price. Here's a picture of it. Or you can get the get this in black, all black blade, and that's going to be like $4 more. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so let's check this out. Here it is against the Benchmade Bugout. Now, I don't know why, you know, he chose that one to compare it to. This one is longer, the Iridium is a little bit longer. And there's a little more razzle-dazzle on the Benchmade Bugout. Now, I'm not sure if I got a little more spectacular model. They both open up nicely, and yes, this is like $100 more than this one. But it all depends on what you want. This is a little more razzle-dazzle, a little more, you know, like a Pontiac versus a Cadillac. You know, they're both good cars, but the Cadillac's gonna have a little more to it. The Benchmade's just as sharp, even though it's an older and I haven't sharpened it in a long time. You know, on my thoughts on the Iridium, and I say, hey, it's a nifty little knife. It's well done, well put together. Speaking of that, what's in my pocket? Mini Trudon. All right. On that note, I have to go now. I'm terribly fucking busy. We'll see you. Have a good day. Not a big razzle-dazzle video, but you know, you got the point, and you got my ramblings, and you know, I have to go. I'm terribly fucking busy.